Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. It was a big weekend for some former Wildcats as the NFL draft took place. To talk all about that and more, we are so pleased to be joined by the big dog, Vince Marrow. I'm good. I'm so excited to finally have you on the show.
I know it's been a long time, but I actually watch you guys a lot, so it's one of my favorite shows. So well, I'm happy to be here.
I definitely appreciate that. We got to get started with the legend, Lynn Bowden. He gets called in the third round. He's headed to Vegas to play for the Raiders. What do you think about this fit for Lynn?
Oh, I think it's a perfect fit. John Gruden is a guy that's, he's good with dynamic players, and he's one of them guys that can take a guy like Lynn and move him all around. It was weird, though, because there was another team that was just like that were trying to trade up. And I think they got word that the Raiders were going to take him. So I think he's in a great spot. I know Lynn was very excited. His family was very excited. Coach Stoops and us, we all excited for him. I think he's going to, you know me, how I am about him, but I think he's a steal of the draft. I really do.
Oh, I think so too. But to watch the video of his reaction and his family's reaction, I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yes. Well, I told him you got to know where we're from in Youngstown. So I bet you there was probably about 30 or 40 other people in there. They were just like outside. And I told Lynn, I said, hey, make sure now keep social distance, And so he was, when I got drafted 30-something years ago, I know how I was. He was just so excited, and you don't really care about that stuff. You're just so excited. It's like a little kid on Christmas. So I'm very excited for him.
Well, and another guy, a big nasty dude, is Logan Stenberg. Yep. He's going to the Lions, picked in the fourth round.
And true story, couple guards had went, and I can't say the team name, but I know a guy on the inside, and he was texting me. He actually told me Lynn was going to the Raiders because in their war rooms, they get it 10 minutes before us. So he actually sent me the text and told me that. And then he said, man, he was surprised Stenberg didn't go in the third round because he had a third round grade for them. So we was talking the next morning, and two guards that got picked, and I said, man, what's going on? He said, yeah, it's crazy. He said, dude, hold on. I'm fighting for him right now. We talking about it right now, and he's going to a great place. They want to change their culture there, and Big Nasty is a nasty dude. He's gonna go in there and get that offensive line room ready to go. He's gonna be a good addition for him.
Well, and this was a pretty deep offensive line class. So for him to still go in the fourth round, he could have definitely gone higher. In other years, he probably would have.
Yes, even the same thing with Lynn. This was a deep year for receivers. If Lynn would have stayed for a senior year, Lynn probably would have definitely been a first-round pick, no later than early second. But it shows this is one of the deepest drafts for receivers and offensive linemen. And the goal, I'm gonna tell you now, to go 3 and 4, that's pretty good. It really is.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Okay, we got to talk about the upcoming season. Fingers crossed. Can you kind of update us on Terry? We saw him he sent out some social media of him running, and he looks good. Kind of update us on his progress.
Terry's doing very well. His rehab he's right on pace where he's supposed to be. I actually seen him running. I seen that too when he was running in some big time machine, wherever that is they got, thanks to our athletic department. But he's on track to really take off this year. And you talking about a kid, I think we would have had him last year. We would have probably won 10 or 11 games. So I know Terry's very eager. He's ready to go. I'm happy for him where he's at in his rehab. And I think when it's time to go, he's going to be 100%. I really feel good where he's at.
Now, how are you dealing with all of this? Because you still have a job to do. You still have players to recruit and all of that. Yeah. How is that going when you are basically just able to sit in your living room?
If you know anything about me on our staff, I'm the guy that moves a lot. So right now I've been like either going to Mark House or I go to one of our assistant recruiting guys, and we'll sit and Zoom, and just like we're doing here, or we'll FaceTime with recruits. I had to get a list together for our guys that's going to be drafted next year. We got a lot of guys. When the guys were actually about them, they already like us in recruiting. They already talking about the 21 draft. And I think when the guy went over, it's kind of like our 2018 class. It's like 11 to 13 prospects that will, have opportunity to be drafted, and not just opportunity. There's going to be some guys drafted. But for me, for recruiting, all it does now, let me just zero on to something that I like to do. So now I FaceTime more than anything, with players, and I've been talking to a lot of parents. When you get all this time on your hand, it gives you a chance to really dive in deep to get to know these parents. The only part that's bad for us, Mary, spring is a big recruiting thing for us. We get out and start really seeing the players, even though you can't talk to them, you can see them work out. And that's hurting right now for us. But because we always get ahead, just like I was saying in the NFL, we already on like the 22s right now. So we knew the 21 class, and just in the state alone, there's some pretty good guys here. So we on track where we're supposed to be.
We can't wait for football to come back, for sure, albeit safely. I know we all, that goes without saying, we all want to do it safely. But thank you so much for joining us today, Coach. Big Dog, you were the biggest off-season recruit we kept, and so I know everyone's excited that you're still here at Kentucky.
Thank you, ma'am, and I hope to show you everybody. Let's stay safe and let's try to get football back soon. And you have a good day.
Thank you so much, Vince Marrow with the UK football. We appreciate it. More Hate Kentucky right after this.